Hey guys, how's everyone doing? It's your girl Christabel and I'm back with another episode of Cocktails with Christabel. So I'm really excited today because I have a very special guest. She's a London-based presenter, she's a DJ, and she's also a content creator. Give it up for Henrie!
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
God bless you, man. I'm well.
That's good.
Myself.
That's good.
It's a bit cold in this London.
I know it is. Like the sun's deceiving us.
Very much so, you know.
I woke up this morning, I saw the sun, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a nice hot day. Yeah. And it really wasn't.
But it's fine. The sky lies.
Yeah.
God doesn't.
Amen. Oh, I love that. All right. So, are you ready to make cocktails?
Oh yeah, I'm excited actually.
Before we start, when you go out, what do you typically order?
I'm very much a rum girl. When I was in uni, I used to drink gin alone, and then
by itself?
No. I used to be gin and juice. I don't know, something about Snoop Dogg. I don't know who I thought I was really. But before like the gin and juice phase, I was drinking. What is that dark drink? And it's quite sweet, amaretto. But what's the sexy version of it? Disaronno.
Oh, Disaronno. Okay, yeah.
This one, she knows that alcohol. So I used to drink Disaronno and amaretto, but I don't know, because it's so sweet, it made me like sick. So I had to like level up. So then I leveled up to gin, and everyone was like, "Why are you drinking gin?" And I was like, "Have you not heard of gin and juice?" And now I'm Ray. I mean, yeah, pretty much Ray or rum or anything rum based.
Okay, well, you're in luck because today we're using Ray and Nephew.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, so we're going to be making tropical vibes, and we have all of these ingredients. We've got our pineapple juice, we have our lime, like I mentioned, Ray and Nephew, and we've got our little syrups. So our blue curacao, we've got our strawberry and our pineapple, and our little shakers. And you've got your jug here.
Thank you. I'm really excited. This is giving me carnival. 2022.
Ready for carnival.
Which is actually happening in this country. So excited for that.
Okay, so you ready to make the cocktails?
I am.
All right, so let us get our shaker.
Okay.
And we are going to add.
Sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, we're literally gonna add 2 shots of Ray and Nephew.
Okay, that's actually enough for the day.
Yes, that's enough. It should do the job.
Yeah.
All right, so Henrie, I want to start chit-chatting.
Let's go.
So you're half Nigerian, and half Sierra Leone.
Yeah, Sierra Leone.
Okay, so your family. Oh no.
Oh, I've got my own.
Yes.
I like that. Thank you.
Your
budget is very high on this set. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Your family, especially your mum, embraces the Nigerian culture.
Oh, 1000%.
And she speaks Yoruba too.
Yes, she can.
Can you tell us the story behind it?
So basically, are they still in?
Yeah.
So I'm half Sierra Leone and half Nigerian, but as much as I love being from Sierra Leone, I can't say that I don't identify with my Nigerian side just a little bit more, the tiniest bit, because my mum can speak Yoruba as well as speaking Creole as well as speaking English.
Wow.
But then even then, I don't really identify my dad's side of being Nigerian because he's Igbo, but I only understand Yoruba. So both of my parents speak their native languages, speak English and speak Yoruba. So when they met each other, I'm guessing Yoruba is how they like communicated. And then when I was born, that's what they were speaking to me.
Okay. So you've added your 2 shots. All right. So we're gonna add some pineapple juice.
Okay, cool.
There's not a measurement.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna run on vibes.
Yeah. So I'm literally just pouring it like this.
Stunning. Thank you.
Oh no, you've got your one.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Do you know what? Sorry.
All right. So you grew up in South London.
Absolutely.
They say South London is a rough area to grow up in.
What? Who said that?
Well,
who said that?
That's what they say. I'm not going to name any names. I'm from South London. I don't have a problem with South London.
No, of course.
So, how was your experience growing up in South London?
I am from Southwark, so it's not like the bougiest area in the world. I think at one point, Southwark had the highest rate of council flats in the whole of Europe, and then Lewisham had like the highest teenage pregnancies.
Wow, I did not know that.
It was, It wasn't bad. I think it was definitely character building. That's the best way to explain it, because I had fun. Like, I love my area. I'm still there. I'm moving. I'm acting as if I've moved out the hood. I really haven't. But it's character building and it's fun, and you get to meet a whole load of different kinds of people, and I think that it gives you kind of thick skin in this game.
Definitely. All right, so I want to talk to you about your teenage years.
Okay.
At the age of 14, you done work experience at Presenter Radio, am I correct?
Yeah, that's the one.
How did you get into that?
When I was 14, we were like in year 9, so maybe I was like 13, 14, yeah. And everybody else, like work experience, I don't know how it's done these days, to be fair, but back when I was young, work experience was like a thing that everybody did in like year 8, year 9, and everybody else wanted to like work in like shops closed, like Superdrug, or work in a school or whatever, and I pretty much just didn't stop until I found a media outlet, some kind of media platform that would take me. So I was like emailing all of these like Metro, I remember emailing bare people. Everybody was like, no, you need to be 18. I was like, fam, for even just 2 days you can't let me do a little 2-day work experience? And they all still said no. And then I found a radio station in Peckham, I think it was at the time, called Presenter Radio, and then I did an interview for which my dad took me. I was really nervous, and I got the internship.
Okay, so
or the work experience, should I say.
Okay, cool. Before we carry on, we're gonna add our lime juice.
Okay.
So literally 2 drops. 1, 2.
Okay, incredible.
And then after that, we give it a stir.
Okay.
All right, so did you discover your passion for presenting prior to you doing the work experience, or was that whilst you was doing it?
I think I knew that I always wanted to be in the media, whether that be like, probably back, like behind the camera was where I thought I was meant to be, kind of. So when I found radio, I just wanted it because I just wanted to do something that was fun and media related. It didn't really matter what kind of broadcast media it was on, because when I was applying, it was literally for everything. Radio, online, telly, literally anybody that would have me. That was any kind of broadcast.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to be. And so at the time, it wasn't presenting, it was just I want to be a part of the broadcast media world.
Okay. So let's fast forward a little bit. You studied broadcast journalism.
I did.
At Leeds University.
I did. Oh gosh, you've done your research.
I'm the research queen. Hey. So how was that, first of all, like your course? Was it expected, like how you expected it to be?
Yes, yes it was, in a way, but I don't know, because I went to uni so far out of London. I didn't know what like the culture, or like, do you know what I mean, the area or the people were gonna be like. Not that they were bad, but it was just definitely a lot different to being here in London. So the course in itself, vocationally incredible. I learned lots about how to use a camera, how to edit, a lot of these things I learned from my radio experience anyway, but it taught me a lot of things vocationally that once I graduate, it's sick transferable skills, because you know how to do all of these things already. The essays now, I think when it comes to any of these bloody courses, it's freaking hard.
Yes.
You have to get your head around so much, and they don't even help you, like, at least in sixth form. Sixth form is actually quite hard as well. In secondary school, there's a book, what do you call it? One's OCR book that they'll just be helpful. What's the book? You know what I'm talking about? The book that you study from that literally tells you all the answers right there, and all you have to do is just study from it. Uni is just not like that at all, and in I don't know, a course that's relatively new, and so like, I don't know, so many different perspectives can be taken from one thing. So if you do like a radio piece today, there's one teacher that I'm sure will say this is amazing, and one teacher that will be like, well, this is only worth a 2-2. How do you actually work in that kind of world? Do you know what I mean? But I still enjoyed it, I can't lie, I did. Would I do it again? Do you know what? Maybe. It taught me a lot whilst I was there, and it gave me some time as well, like some pressure off a little bit. To not focus on my career and just focus on getting good grades.
That's good. Before we carry on with this, one last question. I just want to ask, do you feel it's necessary to have a degree if you want to go into the field of presenting, for example?
I think it's necessary. I think you can definitely do it. There's loads of people who have done it and have done it really well. For me, I just needed that like bit of a like break. I didn't know what I actually wanted to do. I didn't know I wanted to be a presenter, or did I? maybe that's a lie. When I was in uni, I was doing student radio whilst I was there, but I didn't have the confidence to become a presenter. I saw that, oh yeah, I would love to be a presenter, but did I actually marry the idea with it like being a reality? Probably not.
Yeah.
So uni was just really there to help me build my confidence in a way, help me. That's where I really found God, to be honest, where I knew that I wanted to, do you know what I mean, be more on the right path.
Yeah.
Not that I was actually taking it at the time. But do you know what I mean? Just loads of things were like coinciding at one time. So it was actually after I graduated that I knew properly that this is what I want to take seriously. I want it to be a job. I want to get paid from it and do nothing else.
Okay, I like that. I like that. So I do something on my show called SHwake.
SHwake?
So it's a shake plus a twerk equals SHwake. Okay. So it's a...
Who told you that I could twerk though?
No, we're not standing twerking, we're sitting twerking. So it's, that's my version of twerking. Okay. All right, so...
SHwaking?
Yes, we're SHwaking.
Okay.
And I see on the gram, you do a lot of dancing.
Yeah, it's not serious though, is it?
Yeah, but I love it. I love it. So are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So in 3, 2, 1, SHwake, 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 hey, SHwake, SHwake. Yeah. Oh, she's added. Yes, Henrie.
Don't gas me, man. I was doing some nonsense. This is who I am. Do you get it? This is not making any sense. I do apologise.
It's fine.
The SHwaking got too much. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You give me the avenue to be silly. This is what happened.
It's fine. Hey everyone, as you know, it's your girl Christabel, the one and only SHwake Blackberry. I'm so sorry to interrupt you while you're watching Cocktails with Christabel, but I promise it's for a good reason. If you have me on Instagram, you'll know that I recently had my mum on Instagram Live. We spoke about her journey in dealing with kidney failure, which has ultimately made me a carer in the process. Because of kidney disease, my mum has had to endure treatments such as dialysis, and she's even had her left leg amputated, and it's been such a difficult journey. But my mum is a huge inspiration to me. She is one of the strongest people I know. So it's for this reason that I've decided to raise some money to go towards the kidney treatment team at Croydon University Hospital and St Heliers Hospital. That's the very hospital where people like my mum have received incredible care to help her and so many others to continue to enjoy a full life. So yeah, if you may not know this actually, but kidney disease affects 1 in 10 people in the UK, and yet people still don't know much about it. So if you'd like to join the campaign and support the hard work at St Heliers Hospital and Croydon University Hospital, please click the link in the description box below to donate. And even if you can't give financially, do your own research, please, and share what you know with your loved ones, because you never know, it could save someone's life. So please click the link below once again, and give what you can. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. Bye. All right, so we've added our rare nephew. Just want to give a recap. We've added our pineapple, our lime juice, and we've done a SHwake.
That almost ended in disaster.
So now we're going to get our jug. And we are literally going to pour it in here.
Oh, okay.
Just like this.
How you doing it? Okay.
Yeah, just like that. We just pour it, as you can see, just like that.
Yeah.
And then this is where our syrups come in, because I'm going to attempt, or we are going to attempt to make a rainbow effect.
Okay, sick.
Yes, so...
Have you tried this at home already?
Yes.
Okay.
And let's just say...
Okay.
Okay. We are going to start off with the blue one.
Okay. Just one shot?
Just one. Not too much. Sorry, I had to close it tight so it doesn't spill.
I literally have that. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let me just pre-open these.
And I just put it in there?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. I just drop it in.
Just drop it in. Yeah. Just drop it in there. And hopefully it will make that illusion, because we was meant to use crushed ice.
Yeah.
But the crushed ice, I couldn't find it anywhere.
Okay, first.
So I had to make homemade crushed ice.
Fair enough.
And then we used the red, then the yellow.
Okay, then the red.
Pour it in.
I hope it does actually do a rainbow effect.
Hopefully it does. Let me.
No, mine's not really rainbow.
No, trust me, it will raise.
Okay.
The colour will rise up. And then we use the yellow. Can you see like the colour?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, okay, fair enough.
Trust the process, Henry. Trust the
do you know what? I hear it.
process.
I'm so sorry for even doubting you.
And we don't mix it, because we're just going to leave it like that. Perfect. And then we've got our straws. Right there.
For camera purposes, this is what I've made.
Can you see?
I think.
That looks amazing. Let's show this.
Oh, sorry, Brandon.
Ooh.
This could be anything. This could be like a cow pole. We don't even know.
So yes, this is the tropical vibes, guys.
It's cool though.
Let's give it a taste.
Go on then. You go first. Me, I'm scared.
We're gonna, but I have to cheers.
Oh,
yeah.
clink.
So cheers, Henry.
Cheers, darling. Thank you so much.
Taste it.
Oh, it tastes good. It tastes like rum punch. Yeah, I like it.
Nice.
It's giving me, I need to be in Barbados right now. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. So Henry, how did you get your? I want to talk to you about getting yourself into presenting first of all. So you was doing a media-related job.
I did so many media-related jobs.
Okay, so you done a lot of media-related job.
Yeah.
What made you stop doing that and like pursue presenting full time?
Well, with the media-related jobs, I was doing like a lot of internships and a lot of work experience. But I think God just had it in a way where I wasn't actually locked down to an actual job. So that one wasn't even down to me. That was just by perfect design. I literally cannot even lie. Because left to me, I feel like I would have wanted a job. I would have wanted a 9 to 5, a salary, something that I can hold on to while still pursuing presenting career, but God just had other plans legit. Like I never really held down an actual job. So whilst I was doing internships and that, I was still working in 0-hour contracts. I was still working in like retail, like all of these things completely. And then I think I was at Represent, and with Represent I was getting quite a few branding opportunities. So let's say like a brand would come to the station, as they do with many, and they're like, oh yeah, we'd like this person and this person for this. Like it was just great that they'd ask for me to be in it, or yeah, I'd be chosen, or I'd get to pick, or do you know what I mean, whatever. And then from that I realized that maybe like an actual career can be made from this, or maybe I can do something, do you know what I mean, like something. And so one day I just left my 0 hours contract job, and then I was just like, yeah, let me just be free. And I had like £200 in my account, I think at the time. I was like, it doesn't matter, let's just see what happens.
You went in faith.
Yeah, God, just take it away. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, cool. So before the pandemic, obviously you was working at Represent. So how did it feel for you, like at the age of 14, let's say 13, 14, you've gone there, done work experience, and now you're actually working there? How was that for you?
It was great. It's definitely been a journey at Represent, and I think definitely for me it's been quite humbling. Like I've had to learn to humble myself over the journey, because you think that once you just get into radio, things are just meant to happen like that, or you're meant to get recognized like that, or people are meant to know your name like that, or give you credit like that. Even though I do believe like always give credit where credit's due, I think sometimes like things are just bigger than yourself, where you don't always have to, do you know what I mean, be grabbing. I don't know, maybe people might see it differently, but just from what I've learned, it's like, right, you have to like humble yourself a little bit. So I think that is great from when I was 14 to then being on the station, because when I was there I had the most fun, the coolest things were happening. It was before the pandemic, and and obviously we know the pandemic changed everything, but I think I was just really blessed to be there in a time where the pandemic wasn't, do you know what I mean, there, and Represent was really bubbling and doing everything it needed to do.
Okay, cool. So I want to discuss lockdown for you, because during lockdown you started your own little thing. Was it on No Signal?
Yeah, it wasn't my thing though.
You hosted your own show.
Yeah, it wasn't even my show.
Oh, it wasn't even your show? Oh
no. So
the research queen. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
So 10v10 was Jojo's idea.
Okay.
Jojo is the CEO of No Signal alongside his brother, and obviously during lockdown we had seen like verses happening, and that was so huge, and Jojo kind of wanted to, I don't know, recreate it, but like in a better experience than on Instagram Lives, because I think he noticed probably on Instagram Lives like there was a lot of echoing, it's like delayed, whereas I don't know, on your laptop, yes, there's still going to be like technical issues, but it's cool and inclusive and everybody can tune in, and you can probably put it in your TV, and do you know what I mean, all sorts of cool things. So he made the idea for 10v10, which he got me, Scully, Basola, Relic, Monica Lee to host, and it was a lot of fun.
Okay, so like I mentioned before, you're from an African background. How did your parents take your line of, you know, going into presenting? Because, you know, typical African parents want their child to become a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah.
So how was it for you?
I didn't really get the doctor or lawyer spiel, to be honest.
Okay.
My mum is a lawyer actually.
Oh, okay.
But my dad was the cool one. My dad, when I was young, he was a DJ. So he was cool, like he was mad cool. Although like with my dad, the only thing that he was ever worried about, because I always wanted to like move out, and I think it's just a testament to not rushing God's process. I really wanted to move out from when I was age 22. I was like, I can live by myself. I know how to do this. I've done it in uni, so why wouldn't I do it again, kind of thing. And he was like, yeah, but where's the money? Like we can't see nothing. He was making me laugh. He's like, we can't see nothing. I was like, yeah, Dad, don't worry, the jobs are coming in. But was it actually paying what I needed to be able to move out? No. Did I actually have as much faith in God as I probably should have had at the time? No. So like so many things just weren't like clicking. So for them, I was seeing the dream and they were like, yeah, this is cool. It's nice what you're doing, but like we need to like see something of it. And I guess at the time that it's just things that they just couldn't see. So my mom, like at a time, she definitely was like, why don't you just go walk in a bank? Like just get a job, just go do something with your life. Do you know what I mean? Like do something. And I was like, hey, I'm doing something. But I think it is like, I remember telling my dad, you're gonna see one day, you're gonna get it. It might not make sense now, I might not have the money now, but you're gonna see it one day, and by God's grace, small he's seeing.
Oh, that's good, that's good. In 2020, I believe, you started your own production company.
So in 2020?
Was it?
Damn.
Yes,
it probably
in 2020.
was. Sorry.
Yeah, it was in 2020. So I'm just looking at my notes. Yeah, in 2020 you opened up your own production company, HTK Productions. And that's where you birthed like your free docu-series, right? So what made you want to open up your own production, first of all?
It's pretty random. I had an idea that I really was in love with, and it was so different and it was so like a bit niche that I was like, I don't know if people are gonna take to it, like especially young people, even though gentrification actually affects everybody. But I don't know, it's probably like Satan that had to just be crushing underneath my foot. That was like trying to say, oh my gosh, I don't know if people are gonna, do you know what I mean? But every single thing that Satan tries to use for evil, God uses for good. Because in that idea, I really could have gone to like a bigger platform or a broadcaster and been like, oh yeah, would you like this? I've got this idea and I think it sounds really good, like good or really cool.
Yeah.
But instead it was just me and my management team. And I was like, yeah, I really want to make something about gentrification and the changing nature of London as we see it, because it was definitely changing for me. And that's my hometown. A lot of those areas I'm in and around all the time. Brixton I was working at, Peckham I lived right next to, and Dalston I was partying in, to be fair. So I was the gentrifier. So yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting and important, and I was never expecting anything of it whatsoever. I don't even know. It's just God, you know the ones where you can't even explain, like it's just God. The way I just said it to my management, this is what I want to do, and everything just came about and it just blew up. it's just a blessing.
Yeah, it's a blessing, and it worked because you managed to do that docu-series. That was How was that as well? Like making your own documentary and putting it out there,
bro. So it's like literally on the team was me, videographer, editor, and 2 management, but only 1 manager was there literally like pretty much every day. And then we had my friend who like worked on my radio show, so she was let's say like a team assistant on my radio show, but then she was a runner. Okay. So there was only like 4 of us, 5 of us, like the entire time, and more time if we were outside, it would literally be 3 or 4 of us outside every single time we were filming. So small team. Yeah. Everything was small. Everything was, even me when it was like coming to do the research, because on the show, on the docu-series, I say like a lot of facts. I was like googling it as I was speaking the voiceover into the mic, and there was not that much research done into it, but I knew what I wanted to say and I knew what I wanted to get across, and so it was like a very much like put together mismatch, but it worked because I feel like the message was there, and because the team was so small and the idea was just so like, this is what I want to do. Nobody had ever produced a documentary before in their lives. All they had was literally just my degree to go on, and even that I just got a 2-1, so I scraped by. I scraped by. Yeah. So everybody was looking to me, I was looking to everybody. But it worked out, again, only by the grace of God. It just worked out really well, because for me, like even when it came down to the writing the voiceovers, I was changing it constantly. So basically the whole process was just like, I don't know, a bit choppy, but I wouldn't change it because everybody was thrown into this one thing with not that much experience before. And I love that because it meant that everybody was kind of learning on the job together. Okay, cool. So I want to go back to like Represent, because I love your journey, Henrie. Oh, that's great. Listen, your journey is amazing. So you worked with Represent, then you worked with BBC radio. Now you're actually working with KISS. Yeah. When you sit back and look at your achievements, like how does that make you feel? Like it's so amazing to see. Amen. We thank God. God is incredible, and I think that I need to look back and be probably grateful and thankful more, because sometimes I don't like even think about that, but I don't know. Do you know that everything is just, it just feels like everything has just been set out and planned for me, because if I planned it myself, I promise you my life wouldn't even look the way it looks right now. Do you know what I'm saying? So it feels great, it feels incredible, and it feels good to be living it. But I do believe that I need to actually look back more and be like, rah, like God, all that you've done is just incredible, and I see how now all the pieces fit into the puzzle for me to at least be where I am today. And then maybe in like 3-4 years we look back and we're like, oh God, I see how you've done it for me to be where I am then. I love how you mentioned God, because that was my next question. You do not hide your religion at all. You literally talk about it a lot. Do you feel like it kind of like your career kind of hinders your religion a little bit with certain factors, or do you feel like, nope, I don't care, I'm about to praise God? Interesting question. I wouldn't say even religion. I'd say way more faith, because I think the idea of religion is a bit too constructed for what God even wanted for us. I feel like if it's a God that you can't even predict, then how you're going to have like strict rules around him? Do you know what I mean? So I would definitely say faith, and 100% the work that I do can test my faith, and I think the work that anybody does tests their faith, regardless of who you are, of where you are, of what you're doing. Like, even if you're sat at home by yourself, literally your faith is going to get tested. So definitely my faith has been tested at some point, and there's definitely been some learning moments, but I think that's what the journey is all about, literally like learning. And once you learn, by God's grace alone anyway, because I'm still learning, but being better and doing better once you know better. Easier said than done, I guess, because even sometimes when I know better I still don't do, but that is what literally the whole journey is about. Once you know, once you've learned, once you get it, like, oh okay, okay, cool, so I didn't act the best as I could in that situation, or I didn't say what I needed to say, or I didn't do what I needed to do. If God allows for that chance to ever come around again, so you do. Okay.
What would you say your pros and cons are, like, with your presenting career? Starting with the pros.
Pros are I get to be myself. I don't know why I said be like that.
The drink hitting you.
I get to be myself, and unadulterated as well, like truly myself. Whoever I am is what I'd like to portray online and portray to the world, because I really am just a human being. You get it? So that's pretty cool. Working with different brands is really cool. Working with cool people is really cool. Getting to smile a lot is really cool. Getting to do different types of work is really cool. So like one day you might be in front of the camera, one day you might just be doing influencer babe, another day we don't know, like the job could change at any point in time. And with the way that the media is, the job could reflect itself in so many different ways. So yes, you're presenting, but you could be at Manchester United tomorrow presenting, or you could be in, I don't know, what else could there be? You could be at school the next day presenting. You could be, so it's all presenting, but just different types of presenting. So I like that. I like the way that the job, like,
it's very diverse.
Yeah, really diverse. Same job, same spec, but just different places that you see it. That's pretty cool.
Okay, so what would you say the cons are?
Cons? Maybe having to learn scripts. I hate having to learn lines. Hate that. Learning lines is one. Maybe getting nervous beforehand. I don't like being nervous. But a good amount of excitement is good, and maybe like a prayer beforehand definitely helps. So maybe those might be. What's a con of doing my job? Maybe that's it. Okay. Yeah.
So the pros outweigh the cons.
Definitely. Oh my gosh, I love presenting. Like I do love it. I do love it. Yeah, I love it, and I work a lot as well. I don't know if that's not really a con, it's definitely a pro. Like I definitely work a lot, and the idea of like all of the content in my brain, let's say if I wanted to create my own content piece outside of a brand, outside of a platform, that all has to come from my own brain. Whatever God implants, I have to be able to put it down literally as God gives. I write it down. So that's another pro as well. Okay,
so lastly, Henrie, before we end this,
oh my gosh, it's done already.
I know. Before we end this, what should we look forward to? Like, what projects are you working on? Let's sip.
Let me just sip my drink, child. So God is good. There's some things that I can't say at the moment. I'll tell you off camera. Okay. But God is just great. I've got something coming up. Maybe some more content. Content is what I want to get into, and this is personal content coming from me, like ideas that I've thought about and want to put into play. I would really love to live that out. I'd really love to be able to work with more brands, but in terms of ideas that I've put forward to them, as opposed to whatever they've seen me in and want to put me as part of whatever they're working on. Still would love to do that, but I think that there's so much more to giving ideas as well. I would love to like pitch, like, oh my gosh, I think we should do this and do that, and then just see it actually like play out. That would be incredible. Who we be? Maybe some cool stuff coming with them. I'm gonna be in Bulgaria. I think I can say that next week. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Bulgaria next. I don't know who called me to actually go to Bulgaria. Like, what am I doing now? I'm doing a skiing trip with Complex, so that should be really cool.
That's exciting. Okay.
And Kiss and Kiss FM, I now have 3 shows over this period. God is good. So I've got 2 shows on Kiss, 1 show on Kiss FM, and that's all I can think about. Maybe there's more. I don't know really. I don't really check my calendar like that.
Your workload is just
whatever's there is actually there. I can't lie. I just wake up and see what I'm doing for me.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Henrie. Honestly,
thank you so much for having me. This is so cute.
Guys, Henrie's one of my favourite presenters, and for her to actually be sitting here, like, it's amazing. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. This is really sweet. And I love the alcohol too. Big fan.
But yeah, guys, it's another episode done. I hope you enjoyed it. You know what to do.
Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, okay?
Yes.
Cocktails with Christabel. Thank you very much.
She's ended it for me. It's your girl Christabel, the one and only SHwake Blackberry. See you in the next episode. Bye.